Intelligent System Analytic Computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
Hey agents, what is up? It is your man Ultimate, and I'm back on Tom Clancy's The Division. Now, I have an important topic I'm going to be talking about, and that is that PvP in this game is just not the way it used to be. So, from now on, guys, I have to say this, but I don't think I'll be PvPing anymore in The Division. Partly because of 1.8 and because of how toxic the community is. Now, this is just my opinion. Now, if anyone disagrees with me, then disagree. But this is my opinion, and I have a right to, talk about and, share my opinion with you guys. So I'm going to do that right now. And now, I deleted my PvP build. As you can see, I have only my loadout Striker, Final Measure, and Lone Star for 1.8. Yeah, it depends on how often I play 1.8. But yeah, I won't be playing PvP anymore, guys, is because the community is really toxic. In the past month or so, I've been playing PvP, and I've been seeing a lot of people run the same build. A lot of people running a hybrid build with the Lightweight M4, and it's like, I don't run hybrid myself. I don't care if people tell me I should run hybrid builds. I still run, or I did run the 1.6 exotic build. I still melt people, but not as much as other builds. Or not as good anyways, other builds. And that apparently it's not good enough, and it's like hybrid builds are ruining the game. I don't know if they can fix it, but people are running it. In 1.7.1, I'm not even talking about 1.8. 1.8 is a whole different story, guys. So, but anyway, now to the PTS. I've been testing the PTS for 1.8, and it is terrible. Now, in my opinion, I thought stamina would be a good idea to bring stamina back. I thought it would be a great idea, add it back into the game. But apparently, I thought wrong. But apparently, I tried shooting people in DZ, but when you're completely tanky in Dark Zone with stamina and health, your SMGs, your LMGs, your assault rifles, your snipers won't. It'll do. Well, snipers will do some damage still because they're snipers. They got such high base damage, obviously. But those weapons I use on a player, it will take like more than a clip to melt them. You don't even melt the player. You do very little damage because of how much just how much stamina is needed in 1.8. It's a good place for PvE, but it's not at all in a good place for PvP. And now I'll show you guys what developers, or not developers, but the messenger said on the State of the Game.
But you guys have been really busy talking about, for example, Rogue 2.0. 2.0 has been a big discussion in the community over the last couple of weeks, especially since, of course, the PTS started. But I just want to approach a couple of things when it comes to Rogue 2.0. First of all, Rogue 2.0 is happening, of course, and it will pretty much stay the same when it goes live as it's done on the PTS so far. We're, of course, looking at ways to tweak it in the future if we need it, but the way it is on the PTS now is more or less the way it's going to be once it's out on the live servers, once update 1.8 is released.
Alright, so you saw some, you heard what the messenger said. He's saying that we're leaving, besides making a couple adjustments, they're planning to leave Predator's Mark where it is right now, and they're planning to leave Nomad and Shield build how it is, and have you seen what Nomad does in Dark Zone? You're basically invincible because of that build, the 6-piece. And I said this in the past, guys, but if you make gear sets too far, like if you make them too far, for example, like 4-piece and then you extend them to 6-piece talents, something's gonna be broken. And look what happened. The whole game is now broken because of Nomad, Predator, because they went too far with the gear set bonuses. 4-piece is far enough with Predator, in my opinion, and 4-piece was far enough far as Nomad, big time. Maybe buff the Nomad, but don't make it classified 6-piece, because that just ruined the game. And then now that the updates 1.6, 7, and now 8 are been live. 8's gonna be live soon. The loot pool's gonna stay the same. Like far as like they're never adding a higher gear score. Like everyone's keeping the same gear. This ain't a looter shooter. And in 1.8, they're adding now, instead of recalibration station, they're going to scoot this over to the left. In the corner, they're going to put a optimization station.
Best gear in the city. Check it out.
Ah, dude, you don't have anything at all. That's good in your store. Sorry, bro. They're at the optimization station table, and what that'll allow you to do, guys, is to optimize your weapons to the max stats so that it destroys the farming point of this game. And this game is a looter shooter, and a looter shooter is where you go get your loot and you shoot. Players, NPCs, you farm for what you're looking for. When you do have it, or something that's good, you go and use it. Now that optimization station's here, you make a max. You make it good enough to where, you know, it could be just as good as someone else's build. And now I know that helps people who are new to this game out, but again, it's a looter shooter, and I call that unbalanced. If you get my point, it's just what I think. And so. Yep, optimization station, they should not add that in my opinion. The stamina, they should rework it still to where like if you max out stamina, you should have like a limit to how tanky you should be in the Division. That's how they should do it, guys. Like if you max out stamina, this still should give people a chance to do some damage with their weapons, whether they have max firearms. Because I can roll 9,600 firearms and not do a whole lot of damage to people at all. Because they're so tanky with stamina and health. You know, it's ridiculous. And especially running complete skill power. They're just invincible. And right now the Nomad build, you don't need skill power to stay alive. Nomad 6-piece, 4-piece, 5-piece, whatever it is, does it for you. And that's sad. And again, firearms, stamina, and electronics should all count in this game. Right now 1.7.1, the only thing that counts is firearms and electronics, or DPS and skill power. So it's like, okay, well, there's nothing new for PvP. It's not fun. It's no variety in PvP. Like, yeah, you see people running Nomad here and there, but how often you see that in 1.7.1? All I see is Banshee. All I see is Tactician. All I see is, you know, Ninja Bike backpack being used for, you know, I mean, that's what it is, but yeah, I don't know. I just find this game was such a disappointment, and I know some of you will disagree and some of you will agree. But yeah, that is my opinion, guys. And again, I won't be PvPing in the Division because it's not going to be good in 1.8. Even if they nerf Predator and, you know, adjust what Predator Nomad do, they're still going to be used a lot in Dark Zone. It's still going to be broken. Anyway, agents, I'm gonna wrap it up for this video. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to read them as long as they're appropriate. And stay tuned for the next video, because my next video is gonna be my final video, which is another just PvP montage, killing rogues or going rogue or whatever you call it. And you know, it's my final video where I actually fight other players in the Dark Zone. So. And then my video after that, we'll be starting to do some Star Wars Battlefront, because within half a month, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to be coming, and it's going to be released, because they just launched trailer today, or, you know, it's yesterday. So, yeah, I'm really hyped, and I can't wait to give you guys a walkthrough through the campaign of Star Wars Battlefront 2. Even give you some gameplay of the multiplayer, because it looks great, but multiplayer looks good, and it kind of...
Come take a look.
It's kind of half and half. Anyway, guys, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, well, take care, agents. Later.
Back with Uncle Rick and Wouldn't You Know It podcast and pirate radio. Now everybody knows about.
Leaving contaminated area.